Welcome back to SquareMax Customs and another week of rust repair on Rustella, the 1957 Chevy 210 that probably shouldn't have been restored, but we're tackling it anyways, and I'm bringing you all along the adventure with me. So to start with, I really don't know because I don't know how far up this or where this, well, that's nice, huh? Hingeable chrome, that's sweet. You want that when you're restoring your 57 Chevy. That's exactly what you want to see. Well, there's the little bracket that used to hold the chrome. That's not too bad, but I really don't know where this is supposed to start or end or any of that good stuff. So I'm going to get to removing some of the chrome off of the door and we'll strip her down and we'll figure it out after that. Look, it's even bad along the edge here. And then the bottom, of course. But, I mean, it's not too bad, huh? Whoops! Freaking thing's trying to kill us. Look. Told you the car was restored 40, 50 years ago. The previous guy at least marked the chrome for us. Well, I got updates. That's all rusty, but we knew that. This side's not too bad, but look at, I want you to see, this whole door is pitted. Like, well, the whole car is like that. Wherever you sand the paint down, the whole car has just got pits in it. So, the right thing to do would be to replace every single panel on this car and spend like $15,000 and the rest of your life to make it perfect. But we don't do that on this channel, so if that's your type of restoration, you should probably leave now. And for the ones that are staying, I've made a discovery. This door already had a door skin put on it. Look. Can you see that? Yeah. So the whole bottom of this door was already replaced. So that metal's already better than the upper metal, or maybe the upper metal's better than the bottom metal. Either way, look, when you sand it down, it's not all pitted. So that's cool. And whoever did it decided they'd do the seam right here underneath the chrome. And well, that's extremely smart. There was only one spot that was really acting up. Focus. Well, it's pretty freaking deep. But the way we're gonna fix that is by spraying some rust converter the best we can in there and putting some fiberglass filler and filling that 1/4 inch back in. Why? Because, well, if we decide to strip this whole door down, It's not going to be worth fixing. So we're not going to do that because this is not a SEMA build. This is a SEMA. We put it back together, made it look good, and got it on the road. So with that being said, yeah, I'll do the same thing on the inside. The best we can when the time comes. We'll sand the heck out of everything I can with a wire wheel on all the doors. Same thing with under the dash, underneath the car, anywhere I can. And I will spray some rust converter, and then we'll, I don't know, undercoat it or something the best we can. Because, well, this is just going to be a driver. And benefit is we don't have to cut the whole bottom of the door off like we had to do on the last 2 doors. We are gonna probably cut this section out, and we'll make a piece there, and then we'll probably make a piece for here. As far as these little pinholes, oh, here's another one. What we're gonna do with them is, well, I'm gonna try to tack it up with a welder, but if it just starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger, then well, I'll probably put a little piece of metal behind it, get it tacked back in there, and we'll put a little fiberglass over it, and nobody will ever know the difference. It'll be yours and mine and the kitties and the doggies' little secret, okay? And we won't tell nobody else. Well, that's your update. I'm gonna get this door on bolted, I guess, and see how bad the other side is. The top don't look too bad. Yeah, the whole car is pitted. But I mean, it is what it is. It's a 57 Chevy. The other side's the same way. He's hunting. Hey, sorry. See? The other door's the same way. It's just, it's all pitted. Everywhere we've sanded down to bare metal is like that. So we're doing the best we can do with what we have, okay? Okay. Alright, that's your update. I'm gonna get back to work. We'll lay some padding up on our table. Don't want to break our freaking window, do we? Well, I guess it don't. What do I do with the vice grips? This window's already broken, so I guess it don't matter if the window breaks. Well, it does. Oh, wow, that rolls up and down. So what are you doing over there? Freaking need a camera person, huh? Look at crispy. It'll be fine though. Ain't nothing to worry about. Well, yeah, that was pretty thick of Bondo and fiberglass, and either way, I'm gonna spray it with this, and I'm gonna do the best I can. I mean, we're not gonna be able to get, it's just, that's not very good, is what I'm trying to say. So we're not gonna spend an ungodly amount of time trying to fix this door. Listen, eventually if we ever come across really nice doors or something like that, well, then we can do that later. But we would literally have to pretty much build this whole door. And I don't know if you were paying attention to the fast play, but I got like a whole cup of rust that was in between here. We should probably cut that out, but we're not gonna. We're just gonna push it down, weld it, and we'll get it the best we can, and we'll fill it in a little bit. This is not that car. All right. You don't need to like directly spray this stuff. Well, I mean, maybe you do. I don't know. I'm gonna spray it all over, and then I'm gonna take the rag and I'm gonna rub it everywhere that it couldn't get, because it don't need like a ton like I'm putting on like this. You know what I mean? Or maybe you don't know what I mean. Either way, I'm just talking to talk at this point. But I'll dose the inside of this, scrub it down with a freaking cloth, and then you gotta let this sit forever. You know what I mean? It's just rust pocketing inside everywhere. So like, in order to fix this, we'd have to de-skin it. Well, you have to get another door. That's what you'd have to do. So we're gonna try to band-aid it for another 20 years. Will it work? I don't know. Maybe we'll get 5 years out of it. Either way, it's better than the car rotting away or being used as a parts car. Yeah, that's what I thought. So not every vehicle has to be done perfect. Plus, like I keep telling you all, I'm no body man. I'm not a body man. I'm just winging it with y'all. All right, that's your update. It's really hot out here. I'm gonna freaking look at freaking fireballs out, sort of. Well, you can't even see it. It's behind a cloud and it's still freaking deadly. I'm gonna get this wiped down, and I don't know, we'll find something else to do while this sits for 24 hours. I mean, 2 hours. Hey, real quick, I want to say thank you, Mike, Sam, and Carson. Thank you guys so much. You're all amazing. Look at, they sent us an air cleaner that matches the freaking engine. Oh, it looks so good up there. Yeah, and it even came with a sticker, so I threw the sticker up on the wall. Again, thank you, Mike. Thank you, Sam and Carson. Thank you, buddy. This is the fun part about the old cars, right? It's like a 5-point procedure just to get the rear tire off. So I jacked the axle up to get it nice and high off the ground. And then, if you can see it, I put a jack stand on the frame so I could release all the pressure from the axle and let the axle hang down. Because we almost got it. The whole quarter panel's flexing. Ugh. Imagine if you were on the side of the road trying to do that. Now, what happens when we get really nice paint on here? Do I have to go with smaller tires, or? Because right now that's free hanging there. The jack's not even under it. I don't know. Hey, a pair of vice grips. Ha! That's where I left them. I must have left them up in there when I did the gas tank. Oh, that's funny. That's cool. And it's a Vice Grip brand. These things are probably older than me. All right, well, now that we got that all off. The reason I took the tire off is, well, we got body work to do on this whole thing. You ever get a lug nut that wouldn't go on one of the lugs? Like you're trying and trying and trying, it just won't screw on. So you just go to the next one over, it screws right on. Well, that's because that wasn't its home. It was drunk and trying to go to the wrong place. Once it figured out what key worked for what door, it freaking worked. It screwed right on, opened right up, you know. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is we gotta pull all this molding and stuff off. Oh man, I think this thing's got a freaking corrosion hole. I'd say a rust hole, but it can't be rust right through it. But we gotta pull all this off because we need to sand all this, and we have rust here and we got rust here, and well, we still gotta do that door, and I'm just procrastinating because I don't feel like fixing the other door right now. So every little bit is a little bit, and it all has to be done. So it don't matter if we're cutting rust out and making patch panels and welding them in, or if we're finally taking all the chrome and trim off this car so it looks like we're one step closer. It all has to be done. Well, that was a lot of fun. Why are some of these bolted on? Some of them didn't even have no nuts on them. And then other ones have these like butterfly clips. These ones are way easier. You just push them in and take a pair of needle nose and pull the end like that. Just push it together and it pops right back out. Those ones you gotta do a lot of turning. Well, I guess it'd be easier to put these ones back on, but the butterfly clips would probably let it rattle. Where the bolts, you could probably bolt it tight. Either way, look at how many nice clips we have. That's a plus. And that looks like absolute poo-poo. But look at, we only got one rust spot there. The rest are looking good. These are a little bit bigger than it needs to be, but we're gonna ignore those. This one we'll probably do a little fixing to, and we'll probably do something to this one. But besides that, we really can't complain. It's not much fun under here. We got a lot of work under here still. Look at the frame though. Yeah, frame's solid. We got to do a little bit of tack welding to finish up our cab mount that we built. And well, we got a little bit of repair over here. Now, this is all fiberglass sheeting. Yep. I'm not gonna fix it. I'm not taking it out. It looks fine. Once you undercoat it, you'll never freaking know. And you'll never know if I didn't tell you. We got a little bit of rust here, but that's just like a splash shield to keep all the rust out of the quarters and stuff. But man, they put some thick stuff on this stuff back in the day. Here's the thing though. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a big dent right here. You see them little nipples sticking through? Those are a bunch of drill holes with Bondo. So this quarter panel is pretty freaking coated with filler is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Hold on. Bear with me. All right. See this spot? This spot's all caved in too. All the way from here to here. And same thing. You can see they drilled it out and tried to pull some of it out. Or they drilled it out so the Bondo had something to stick to. But there's a whole bunch of Bonder in here. Right here. Through this whole section just to make her smooth. And this is why I keep telling y'all, we don't have to do this thing 100% because I'm not stripping all the paint down. I didn't go get new quarters. I'm not building new quarters. We're just fixing the major rust and any other rust hole we come along the way. But this is not $1 million car. This is just going to be a driver. So we're just going to get her done. We've come a long way and we have a long way to go. I still have the funnest part to do. I got to sand this whole car down and then put filler on it and then sand it again. And then I got to prime it and sand it again. And eventually we'll get to paint. That's what I'm trying to tell you all. No, I haven't quite decided a color. I have a few colors in my head, but I haven't quite decided what color I want to go yet. We still got to finish sanding the bumper, grinding the bumper down. We got so much freaking work to do. It's never ending. And I have other projects out there I'd rather work on. So, don't want to fix this dang door. Look at all the rust pocketing in there. Where's the flashlight? So this car really wasn't worth fixing, but we did it. That's just literally rust pocketing all the way through that seam that wasn't welded real good. That's the downfall of lap welding, I guess, right there. See that seam? Come on, flashlight, work with me, man, work with me. Well, that whole seam's pocketed with rust. So, either way, just wasting time here trying not to freaking cut rust out. Just don't feel like it. I have no ambition to do rust repair this week, but sometimes we have to do stuff we don't want to do. Oh, you know what I think they tried to do? Silicone it on. That's what all this is. They tried to silicone that on there. Huh. Well, with the way whoever built this the first time, it was probably just cheap window silicone that you get at the hardware store for, well, back in the day when they did it, it was probably like 30 cents a tube. All right, enough of me rambling, ranting, and all that other good stuff. I guess I'll get back to work. I mean, we don't even have to put the chrome back on. It's got the white stripe. Why would they paint the white stripe? Do you think the stripe was painted white and then they came across the chrome package afterwards? Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. Freaking pinched my finger. Oh, freaking, I need to looby-doob up my freaking vice grips there. They're not vice gripping right. Well, they're vice gripping good, they're just not releasing right. That's alright, we didn't need the tip of the finger. So, we got this car in a billion pieces. It's gonna be a crazy puzzle to put back together because I'm not very good at labeling stuff. Reference or a suggestion, advice. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. Advice for when you take your classic car apart to, I don't want to say restore because I feel like restore is a overly used word. Like we are sort of restoring this car, right? But are we really restoring it? I'm making all my own patches and, you know, the internet thinks I'm doing it wrong. Well, not all of you. Just some of you. They think I should have put $15,000 into this car. This car isn't even worth $15,000 when I'm done with it. But I'll have $15,000 probably in it when I'm all done if I buy interior and windows and all that. But a lot of people think you should put $15K just in the body panels. And it would have been all of that with this car. We're over 100 patches. How does this come out? So there's screws down here, but it don't have no screws in it. I'm guessing they decided they didn't need them. I don't know. Maybe that's not even how it connected. But I didn't take them out. I don't want to bend nothing. It looks like it's coming. I don't want to break nothing. So, if this car was mine, which I mean it is mine, what's, you know, mine is hers and what's hers is hers. What I'm trying to say is, if this was my car, as in my build and not me building it for the wifey, I would cut the roof off and turn it into an El Camino. I also really always wanted a finned car. Do you think this just pulls out? I'm afraid to break the freaking clips on the back. I looked up in here and I can't see nothing. It looks like it should have a bunch of screws in it, but it don't look like any of them are in it. I want a fin car. So like if I was building this for myself, it'd be an El Camino and we'd probably extend these fins like 2 foot. Why? Because, well, you gotta be different to get noticed on this world. And me building a regular 57 Chevy station wagon's not gonna get me noticed and my channel's not gonna grow if I keep doing restorations like this. We need to do something wild and crazy and different, you know? But that's just my opinion, I don't know. How's this thing come off? Feels like it should just... Feels like it should just come off of there. I didn't even notice the end of this was all beat up and polished. That's fine. She's a driver. All right, I'm gonna take this off the camera because I got a few selective words to say to it. Well, to be honest with you, how's the old saying go? We probably just opened a can of worms that we didn't want to open. All this chrome has to go back on, and well, we're gonna do that after we paint the car. Is that stupid? Yes, in my opinion it is, because we're gonna scratch the heck out of the new paint job. But is it the right way to do it? Well, I guess, and I guess we should do a couple things right. I was going to tape the chrome off because somebody did that before, but there's overspray all over it, for one. For two, I want this a different color than the car. And for three, I didn't want to see green edges. Look at this is what fought me so much. Every clip was rotted to pieces, so I had to get up in there. These extendos, yeah? Nice. I got up in there and I used all my force I could until we busted all the clips off the end because, well, they weren't doing clippy things no more. We probably should have left it. That's fine. We'll deal with that when we go to put everything back on. Look! Oh wow, that's cool. She's naked. At least it wasn't rusty under there, huh? They almost look like it would have just been a little ball clip and it would have just popped in. I don't know. I wasn't born in the 50s and, well, this is the first 50s vehicle I ever worked on. So, at least this far in. Like, I've worked on a lot of vehicles, but this one's pretty in-depth. We're almost down to just a shell. Alright, let's keep working. Oh yeah, look. She pretty much rotted right off. Do you think this car was originally, I don't know what color that is, brown? Tan? And then it was painted green? And then it was painted green again? Because it's had 2 green paint jobs, I can tell you that much. Oh, hold on. Freaking, have you been under here yet? Do you remember on top of the quarter panel where there was that big, okay, hold on, I'm freaking up, out. You guys are probably getting dizzy and head rushed. Well, right here, there was some crazy hump. All I did was sand the heck out of it to make it lower for the time being, but we gotta dig that out. I thought there was gonna be a patch up in here, but there's not. It's just OG layer after layer of metal from the factory. Well, that's fine. Some more of that brown whatever. The whole bottom of this quarters, she's missing a little bit, but that's extra. You don't really need that 1 inch, but I guess it's not too shabby up in here. Get in here with a wire wheel and we'll do the best we can. There's one of them freaking mud Doppler, whatever they're called, and we'll probably just clean that up, cut the rust off, and pretend like we didn't see it. We don't need that flap. Whoa. All right. Yeah, got most of it off. That's gonna be a big patch we gotta fix. Either way, 1 step closer. Still avoiding the body work. All I got to say is, oops. I got carried away a little bit. Do any of you remember that spot? No. Well, you shouldn't, because, well, there was nothing there. It was a hole. There was nothing. It was just flat, completely nothing there. Hole. Look at that one. OMG. Yes, I said the same thing. That's freaking insane. Well, this one was just, they filled it in with filler. I couldn't find it. The little round spot actually fell out somewhere while we were sanding away. And look what's behind it. Now, I know we've said this in other episodes and blah, 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 yak. Well, I'm going to say it again. Look at the metal that is behind. Well, first, look how much filler is in there. That's a lot of freaking filler. Now look at the metal. It's all Swiss cheese. Okay, look up here. Look at the metal that's behind everything. It's all Swiss cheese. I've showed you all the other panels. They're the same way. I showed you the door. It's the same way. Everything on this car, it's like a really pitted Swiss cheesy car that somebody back in the day, well, they did what they could and they filled it with flashing and pop rivets and, oh, look at pop rivets. So there was a little pinhole here. So I started to, this is all shaped with fiberglass. Yep. It's got metal, so a little bit. Can you see that? I found a pop rivet. Either way, yay. Yay. Okay, back to the story. So somebody put gallons and gallons, and well, I think they might have been able to get it by the 5-gallon bucket back in the day. I'm only guessing, I don't know. And well, they poured it on here and mixed the hardener in and just spread it. That's how they did it. They didn't even use a board. They just used the car, is what I'm trying to tell you. This car's got so much filler in it. And we're not stripping it all down. Otherwise, there'll be nothing left of the freaking car. So, if you're all mad that I'm not going to cut this all out, we're not going to grind all the... You should probably just leave now. We'll wait. There's about 16 of you just unsubscribed. That's cool. Well, yeah, look at it. There ain't nothing there. It's rotted out. It's fine. It's fine. I think what we're gonna do next is, I'm not gonna lie, I sort of just want to finish taking the chrome off and the windows out and call it an episode is what I want to do. So we might do that. I don't know. Because either way, the car's got to get stripped down. The car's this far down. I at least have to strip it down and fix the most of it that we can. And make it so all the trim will button back on there. And, well, if it's this far stripped down, we might as well paint it with it off. Yes, we're going to scratch it, putting all the chrome back on. Well, I'm going to scratch it up, putting the chrome. But it's fine. It's a daily driver. I live on a dirt road. And after I drive up and down my driveway a couple times, she'll have a nice dust into her. And, well... you won't see the little imperfections. Plus, I don't really care. We're just gonna drive her. My wife will probably drive this car like 2 times. Yep. I'll drive it a bunch. And she'll ride with me like every time I drive it, but she'll probably only drive it like 2 times. So, let's get back to work. This car should have been a race car. It's got so much weight reduction. Oh look, this is where the gas cap is. What? Yeah, pretty freaking cool, huh? Look at that, looks like a tomato soup top. You know what? It might be a tomato soup top with a little hole drilled through it for a breather. That's fine though. So, oh wow, that was surprising. Hold on. Close my door so you don't hear the wind. Man, that breeze felt nice though. So the inside of this wheel well over here is way different than the other side. Like it's still got the flat, yep, the flat that's in the back that fell off the other side. Well, it's still got that. It's rusted, but it's not falling off like the, I can't believe these two unscrewed. It's not falling off like the other side. But the section that goes above the tire, well, it's only got like 6 inches left. 6 inches of how much, you ask? 6 inches of about 3 foot. 3 foot of it's gone. And I forgot about it, but I remembered after, this side came apart way easier than the other side. I still don't like how you have to slide it down. I just feel like we're gonna scratch the, another reason that I don't feel like putting that much effort in. What were we talking about? Whew, it was scary. I wanted to break in this little fancy piece. One more. Oh yeah, this one's missing like 3 foot of the wheel well. Just gone, rotted. And after I looked up in there, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that falling down on us when we were doing rust repair on that back door and that rear inside, because we had to repair all the inside stuff inside the car already. One of the beginning episodes of this rust bucket. I got to get underneath there, up inside the quarter panel, so I can get this one, because this one's got clips just like that one did, and they're just freaking completely rotted off of it. But quick glimpse, we haven't got into it yet, but quick glimpse, this one looks a wee bit better. Look at, it's hard to tell, but the other side was the same way. It's got water jacket in from the inside, behind the paint, behind the metal, behind something, and it's all bumpily and bubbly, and well, at least we have an insert to cover that back up. We got a couple spots over here, but it seems a little more solid. It's got a bunch of Bondo in it, body filler, whatever they used. You can see right, well, you might not be able to tell, but somewhere over here I saw some mesh. But that's fine, that's normal. We got to get that piece off, and then I guess we'll get these pieces off these doors. I never took the, why didn't we take that one off? Remember this door? This door was all rotted out just like that other door over there. And that's part of the reason I don't feel like fixing that door, because I already fixed 2 doors, and well, it just sounds freaking boring to fix another door. I don't like doing stuff over and over again. And now that I know I can build the whole bottom of a door, the front door, and the whole bottom of a back door, it definitely makes me not want to build the bottom of another 2 doors. Then again, this door is also 3 times worse than every other. It's like, it looks better, but it's not better. It's not better. So I've decided we're probably just gonna patch it in, and it'll be fine, and there ain't nothing to worry about. Why is there nothing to worry about? Because it's not yours, it's mine. Okay, I guess I'll get back to work. I'm so freaking excited. I had to show you all this. Like, we finally had a win for the day. Oh, I gotta look pretty big on the big screen right now, huh? Did you know like 70% of you watch on TV? That's pretty cool. Did you know like 40% of you are subscribed to my channel? The other 60% of you need to get your life together and hit that subscribe button. Check this out. Oh. This one works. It wasn't all rusted together. And remember on the other side when I was like, hey, I think this thing just pops in there and pops out? Well, it does. It does. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. The other side was just so far, the other side was just so far gone. Yeah. What? Oh man, I wish all of the chrome came on and off like that, but it don't. So on to the next adventure. Look at this. You see all them bubbles there? You can't because it's dirty. Hold on. So this is what it was doing. That's what this side was doing. And what it is like, well, I don't know how many, but I'm going to tell you like 4 pieces of metal that are just layered over top, over top, over. That hole's way bigger than it should be. That's not. How many rust holes did we uncover this week? That's what we should be asking ourselves. Not how many patches we made, because so far we made this many. Zip, zero, not a single patch. But we uncovered lots of patches to be made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 2, 4, 10, 12, 15. Oh, yeah, too many to count. I lost count already. Tell you the truth, Okay, let's get this chrome off this door and that piece, and then we'll roll that window down. Should we pull the windows? They're already junk. I mean, this window's not cracked. It's just all delaminating here and there. And this window's not cracked. It's just the same thing. This window, though, she's cracked. Can you see? And I think 3 of the 4 door glasses are cracked. And then, well, I can't show you the windshield because it's not in. But the windshield's completely delaminated, like 4 to 5 inches all the way around the whole outskirts. But if I take them out, I don't really have a safe spot to put them. But they need to come out. Decisions, man. Okay. Terry, thank you for the sticker, buddy. Hello, kitty. And look at these big fat freaking tires. I even went outside for like 20 minutes and I looked for some skinny minis, but I couldn't find no skinny minis. I actually couldn't find no none that fit the same lug pattern that had air in them. But look at, ready? Okay, well, it don't show up real well on camera, but the quarter panel's cracked. But that'll be fine. Don't worry about that. It'll be fine, I tell you. It's nothing to worry about. I saved you guys from watching me sand for an hour. Instead, I only made you watch for a minute. I appreciate it. Okay, well, that's your update. I'm still avoiding rust repair. Well, here's the thing. We can all agree that this car technically needs a new body. It really could use new quarter panels. And I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but that's about 4 times thicker than a normal quarter panel. which is fine. I'm fine with all that. I'm not complaining. I'm just letting you know. Look at, we about sanded this door smooth. We could almost pretend we didn't see none of that and just put some filler on this spot and pretend like it never happened. But underneath is rotted too. See, this car, she's like a, I don't know how to explain it. There's so many hidden, they're not treasures. They're not hidden headaches. Yes, so many hidden headaches. Okay, hey, we're on this door, and I figured, I think we started the episode and said we were going to do something like some rust repair, which, I mean, I guess we sort of were doing rust repair. We're finding rust, and, well, I guess that's not really repairing it. We're doing something along that line. But with that being said, I guess we should at least make one patch. So I'm not going to spend the time that I did on the other two doors and make the whole bottom half of this door. Why? Because, well, it needs more than the bottom half of this door. And it needs this whole, it needs a lot. So we're gonna work with what we have. And this is what we have to work with, is a rusty, crusty door that should go to this whole car should have been junked. I can't believe you all convinced me to fix it. Alright, maybe it wasn't all your fault. But still, what? Never mind. So, we're going to work what we have, and, well, I'm just going to make a patch, and, we're just going to tack it in there. I'm not cutting all this off. We didn't know it was that bad, did we? No, not until we started playing with it. So with that being said, who the heck's laying on the ground looking at the bottom of my doors? My car's not for sale. Okay, so we need a piece approximately 14 inches. Hold on. We're going to use this really, really thin stuff. Why? Because, well, it's already cut to an inch. That's why. Is it thin? Yes, it's not very thick at all. So, is it fine? Yes, it'll be fine. Dang it, I meant to sand this first. Hold on. Stay there. It welds better when you sand it. If I bent it, then I can't sand it as easy. Yes, 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 yes. I shouldn't be welding galvanized. I know. Yeah, that looks good. Did I tell you my disclaimer yet? I'm not a body man. I'm not a mechanic. I'm just this backyard dude that likes to build stuff. What did we say it was? 14 inches? We should, never mind, it'll be fine. 14 inches is what we measured, I think. Yeah, I'm just winging it. I don't really know what I'm doing. But eventually we'll be driving this jalopy. Let's see here. Something like that and that. Yeah, that looks good. And we'll estimate it there. Well, that's about center, so let's just do it center. Let's just do it in the center. What? Estimate? Yeah, something like that. Perfect. I don't know yet. Let's go to the break. Oh, that was a short trip, huh? Yeah. You watching? Line them up. This was it 45? I think it's a little more than 45. 40, 45, 40. We'll go a little extra, because I think it was a little extra, but I can't remember. Now, yes, this is bad. It's really, really bad. I sprayed it with the OSFO the other day, and, well, then it sat because it's now a weekday. It's Monday. I did not feel like working on this thing. I don't know. I just didn't want to work on it. But here we are, Monday, and we need to get a video done. I took a screwdriver and I sent it up inside the flange to try to clean everything out, because this is a door flange. The bottom flange is over. To try to clean it all out. That way we can jam this piece up in there. Oh, I gotta cut it down. Would I cut it way long? Was it 13? We cut it 14? I don't know. Oh yeah, that's about an inch long. About an inch long, huh? An inch too long. That's not heard of very often. Okay, eyeball it, something like that, and we'll leave that there. Yes, and we'll leave this on there. That's good. And then right here we gotta wing ding it in like that. What's wing ding mean? I don't know. I just made it up. Just made it up. What are you guys watching? I gotta get a bigger screen on the camera. I think my eyes are going bad. Maybe not. How do you cut this? Come on. We're gonna cut it on this side and guesstimate the marks. Oh, this stuff's super easy to cut. Ugh. My metal bin's getting full over there again. The metal scrap bin. What? Trade sides. Okay. I'll put you on this side. It'll make it look like a different view. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, that looks good. It just needs to go in its home. Where's the hammer? I lied. You need to get it back on this side. Here, stay in the center. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Ugh. Well, I gotta get the welder out, so when we tap it up here, I can tack it, and same thing over there. But that's gonna be our new flange piece on the bottom that's missing. And, well, I'm just gonna skim it with some fiberglass, and it'll be perfectly fine. And we'll move to the next one. Well, hey, we did some grinding and welding, and technically we made two patches. We made one there, and then this corner that was rotted out, I figured I might as well just weld that one up real quick. We still have to do something here, but the other side's pretty bad right there, so we'll come back to that in a minute. But before we forget, let's just mark these two patches down. We're going to have a... Oh, man, we might double this collection by the time we're done. Oh, yeah, hey, thanks again for the markers, buddy. Sent me a box way back when, and hold on. At the same time, dude sent me a box of these. So I appreciate it to both of you. Thank you once again. I've been sanding door jambs, and okay, I'm gonna flip the door over, and I guess we'll look at the other side. It's freaking bad. There's not even a flange over here. So this door right here is where it was pieced together. So this whole bottom was replaced at one point in time with a skin. It was pieced here. That's where you can follow the seam in there all the way through. And then it was pieced again right here. So they tried to piece it behind the molding, so at least it was hidden. And well, I mean, they succeeded. They did a good job. It was pieced right here. Wow, I was pointing to there. I don't know what happened down here. It was pieced right there all the way across. Either way, it'll be fine. The door, it'll once we put the gasket and the fiberglass and all that other good stuff on there and we seal it all up, it'll be fine. It'll look just fine, and it'll serve its purpose for, I don't know, 2 to 5 2 to 5 years. Yep, sounds good. So let me get this door flipped over and we'll gander at the other side. You do know Rustella's on a t-shirt, and you can get your very own t-shirt at SquareMaxMerch.com. Well, if you didn't, you better head over there. But wait till the end of the video. Well, look at this. I found the perfect piece. Maybe. Like I was saying, check it out. The perfect piece. We should really cut the bottom of this whole door off. Are we gonna? No, no, no. That's being hacky. Oh yeah, we're definitely doing some hackery on this thing. There ain't no lying there. I can't believe you'd hack a door together like that. What do you mean? I've had a YouTube channel for 2 years. You just realizing that we do some hackery work around here? What I'm trying to tell you is it'll be fine. I'm not worried about it. Do you not remember that this door is already got, well, I don't know how well you can look at it on the camera, but that's almost a ½ inch of filler through the whole door. So it'll be freaking fine. And no, we're not gonna fill all these little freaking rust holes in because, well, we need something for the fiberglass to grab onto. That way it's bonded extra good. Plus, I want you to remember, look at all this pitted metal. Yes, I'd love to change it, but this door is not worth putting the time into. I know I got to keep repeating myself, but it's too late. The commenters already commented. Oh yeah, you got to remember, all of it is pitted underneath. No matter how far we go down, it's pitted. So we're pretty much just trying to keep true to the, 57 Chevy. We don't need to... oh, we gotta fix that one too. We don't need to cut all that stuff out because this is not, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. This one's not worth it. So, let's make it roadworthy again. And, wow, that's horrible looking. How are we supposed to, we'll make it roadworthy again and, well, that's good enough. At least she'll be back on the road and she won't be sitting in a junkyard. To be honest, we should have left her at the bottom of the dang ocean. Where'd I put my cap? But we didn't. We drug her out of the ocean, and here we are, saving on this old rust bucket. I'll tell you that, I was like, yeah, I'm saving time by just using a thin piece of metal that we had laying around to patch that other one. Well, it took twice as long to weld it because it was so thin. You had to go slow. But we managed. We got a bigger piece this time. Look at that. It's almost perfect. I got to do a little trimming or filing right there. And we'll get that piece. Yes, that's what we'll do. We'll get it welded in there, and then we'll take the grinder and we'll... You watching? We'll take the grinder and run it around the edge until the edge is the shape that we want it. And then we'll grind down our welds and we'll put a bunch of filler on it. Well, we'll skim coat the bottom with fiberglass is what we're going to do. Essentially, we're going to make it watertight and boat friendly, right? We're just going to... Fiberglass? Can you buy boat fiberglass by like the 5-gallon bucket, like cheap? Because... automotive fiberglass is not, it's not real cheap. There's a pinhole all the way up here. See? Look at, That's a pinhole, goes all the way through. What are we gonna do with that? Well, that's gonna be the fiberglass filler grabber. Yeah, it'll be fine. Let's get this patch over here made, and we need to put a little shape into this first. It's flat, so we'll make it just slightly round. I should have did that with the roller before, but that's fine. I'll put it on top of the roller. This is what I'll do. I'll show you. This ain't the right hammer. And wait a minute. Yup, that's the right way. Can you see it? All we need is a little bit. We just didn't want it flat. Well, I guess it don't matter because we're going to put filler over it. But either way, I'm going to keep tapping on this for a few minutes. And so I got the first layer of, dang, I forgot a spot. All right, I better try to remember that spot, but I got the first layer of fiberglass on there. It's all right, it looks fine. I'm really skimming the bottom of my bucket. I'm hoping I got enough to at least lay a skim coat on the other side so I can at least finish the bottom of this door for this video. That would be freaking phenomenal. Dang it. Forgot to skim just a little bit on that corner. The rest of it's pretty fine, I guess. I mean, it is what it is. Do I recommend doing it like this? No, not unless you don't care or it's not worth it or you're just trying to get it done. Will this work? Yes. Yes, this will work just fine. Is it a professional way to do it? No. No, I'm far from a professional. Come on now. We do this for... I want to flip it and do the other side because I'm impatient. I just gotta wait like 5 minutes because that's probably all it takes. 5 minutes and it's tacked up and it's hard enough that I can play with it. What? That's inappropriate. Come on, stop it. You all got dirty minds is what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, dirty. All right. Well, I'm gonna get the door flipped over. I'm gonna try to mix the rest of this stuff up the best I can. I put a bunch of this stuff in it, and I made it soupy. That way it spreads easy, because if you ever spread fiberglass, this stuff don't spread. Well, it does, just not good. So you mix some of that in there, and voila, you got soup, and it spreads more like regular Bondo. And if you got really cheap Bondo body fill, Bondo's a brand, body fill, and it's like really clumpy, mix some of that stuff in there, and it'll make it real thin too. To be honest with you, in my opinion, I've been buying cheap Bondo body fill. I've been buying cheap body fill, and I've been mixing that stuff in. Well, I mean, I guess it's costing me a couple dollars more because I'll mix this stuff in. But this ain't that much money for a jug of this. And it's making my cheap body fill turn into like some nice grade body fill where it spreads way easier. Alright, that's enough of me talking. Get the door flipped over and get some more filler on it. I was just playing. I had to see how many of you caught it. I was mixing up my body fill, and this freaking thing, I had the top off of it. Well, it tipped over and spilled all down in my stuff, so that's not good because, well, the wing windows, they can turn out like this with a little knob. It's actually pretty cool. So I guess I'll use like probably $5 worth of brake clean tomorrow, and I'll be spraying that. Well, look, I got some now. We'll just spray some in it now, and we'll spray that out. Hopefully it'll turn to like a liquid and fall down in there. Oh, I don't like Walmart brand brake clean and lubricant. Like, it's alright, it's cheap, you get what you pay for, but I use their lubrication to spray like the door hinges and stuff, and the door hinges start squeaking and start getting hard to shut again in like 3 days. I use good stuff, like the name brand. We won't name brands, but you know, the good stuff. I don't have to spray it for like 3 weeks, but either way, that's my opinion. Check it out. Look at, I mean, it's almost color matched. Oh, I even remembered to put some self-etching primer down. Oh, I know, I probably should have used epoxy. Did I have it? No. Dang, I should have put some in this little hole. That's all right. We still have a look at for another episode. But let's keep focusing on what we're focusing on. And I even remembered to slather a little bit on the corner that I forgot. Look, the door don't look too bad now for, you know, spend a half a day on it. I probably would actually have had the door done if I didn't get carried away and well, look, this car is getting, she's naked. I left the plate on. I'll take it off eventually. This is really scaly, like really scaly, but none of it's through and it's hidden behind the stuff, so we'll sand it and treat it the best we can. It's not bad. I mean, it's not that bad. It's only a 1/2 inch of bonder. Bonder, body fill. Oh yeah, look, we made 2 more patches. We had one in this corner and one here. We're not gonna count all the little tiny things that I freaking filled in. I just took a bunch of scrap, like pieces like this big, and I pushed them up behind the back and tack. 1, 2. So what was that? 4 pieces this week. That's not bad for not wanting to do nothing. I gotta let this dry and we'll hit it with the DA. And, well, that's all the time I got this week. I need to go get this video edited, and I need a freaking shower first and to blow all this nastiness out of my nose. Yes, I wore a mask, but it's all right. Don't worry about it. Oh, look, we got the car stripped back down, all the chrome's off the car, so that's cool. And we found a lot more rust. Yay, more episodes. Well, either way, I appreciate y'all watching. We fixed the bottom of the door, even though we really didn't want to. We pushed ourselves through. So, you know, sometimes you just have to make yourself do it. And at least we got the bottom half of the door done this week. Plus all this extra stuff because we didn't feel like doing the door. So that was super cool. As always, appreciate y'all watching. Comment and like and sharing. Like I said before, if you made it this far and you're not subscribed, what's wrong with you? Hit that button. And don't forget to share it to your friends and all that other stuff. SquareMaxMerch.com for the one and only place to get your SquareMax merch. Don't forget, any order over 20 bucks, you get a free collector's magnet. What? A free collector's magnet? Yup, free. Free. But only if you spend 20 bucks or more. So get over there on the website, SquareMaxMerch.com. And I love you all. Peace. Rock out. I'll see you next week at Thursday, 5 p.m. every week. All right, later.